In a small seaside town, there lived a young boy named Tommy and his grandfather, Old Joe. Old Joe was known throughout the town as a wise fisherman who always seemed to have the right words for any situation. Tommy, however, was a shy and unsure boy who often doubted himself. One sunny morning, as Tommy was helping his grandfather prepare for a day of fishing, he sighed heavily. Old Joe noticed and asked, "What's troubling you, my boy?" Tommy looked up with sad eyes and said, "Grandpa, I don't think I'm good at anything. In school, I'm not the smartest. In sports, I'm not the fastest. I can't even help you properly with the fishing nets. Sometimes I wonder, what's my worth?" Old Joe's eyes twinkled with understanding. He put down the net he was mending and said, "Tommy, let me tell you a story that my grandfather once told me. It's about a special seashell and the hidden treasure within." Tommy's eyes lit up with curiosity. He loved his grandfather's stories. Old Joe began, "Many years ago on this very beach, there was a little girl named Sarah who loved collecting seashells. Every day after school, she would rush to the shore and spend hours picking up shells, examining each one carefully. One day she found a plain, ordinary-looking shell. It wasn't shiny or colorful like the others. Most people would have tossed it back into the sea without a second thought. But Sarah saw something special in it and decided to keep it. That night, Sarah's father noticed the plain shell among her collection. He asked, "Why did you keep this one, Sarah? It doesn't look very special." Sarah smiled and said, "Dad, I think it's beautiful in its own way. Maybe it has a secret." Her father laughed and said, "Well, if you think it's special, then it must be. Why don't we find out its secret together?" They spent the evening cleaning the shell carefully. As they worked, they noticed something unusual. There seemed to be a tiny door on one side of the shell. Excited, they gently pried it open. To their amazement, inside the plain shell was a beautiful, shimmering pearl. It was the most valuable pearl anyone in their town had ever seen. News of Sarah's discovery spread quickly. Soon, people from all over came to see the extraordinary pearl hidden in the ordinary shell. Sarah became known as the girl who saw value where others didn't. As she grew older, Sarah never forgot the lesson of the shell. She always looked for the hidden beauty in everything and everyone she met. She became a teacher, helping children discover their own hidden talents and worth. Old Joe paused and looked at Tommy, who was listening with wide eyes. "You see, Tommy," he continued, "people are a lot like that shell. On the outside, we might seem plain or ordinary, but inside each of us is a precious pearl, our true worth, our unique talents and gifts. Some people might not see your worth right away, just like how people overlooked that plain shell. But that doesn't mean you're not valuable. Your worth isn't determined by being the smartest in class or the fastest on the field. It's about who you are inside, the kindness in your heart, the creativity in your mind, and the strength of your spirit. Remember how Sarah spent time cleaning and caring for the shell? That's what you need to do for yourself. Take time to discover your talents, to learn new things, to be kind to yourself and others. As you do this, your inner pearl, your true worth, will shine brighter and brighter. And just like Sarah became known for seeing the value in things others overlooked, you too can learn to see the worth in yourself and in others. This is a special kind of wisdom that can make the world a better place." Tommy sat quietly for a moment, thinking about the story. Then he asked, "But Grandpa, how do I find my inner pearl? How do I know what I'm good at?" Old Joe smiled and replied, "That's a great question, Tommy. Finding your inner pearl is a journey, and it starts with being curious and trying new things. Remember how Sarah collected all sorts of shells? She didn't know which one would be special, but she kept looking. In the same way, you can try different activities. Maybe you'll discover you have a talent for drawing, or for telling stories, or for solving puzzles, or perhaps you'll find out you're really good at making friends or helping others feel better when they're sad. The important thing is to keep an open mind and not be afraid to try. Even if you're not perfect at something right away, that's okay. Every try is like cleaning that shell a little bit more, getting you closer to discovering your pearl." Tommy nodded slowly. a small smile forming on his face. "I think I understand, Grandpa. But what if I try something and I'm not good at it?" "Ah," old Joe said, his eyes twinkling. "That's where the magic happens. You see, not being good at something right away is actually a good thing. It means you have a chance to grow and improve. Each time you practice, you're polishing your pearl, making it shine brighter. Remember, Tommy, the most valuable pearls take time to form. They go through a lot inside their shells before they become beautiful. Your experiences, even the difficult ones, are shaping your inner pearl, making you unique and valuable in your own special way." Tommy's eyes were now shining with excitement. "Wow, Grandpa, I never thought about it that way. I want to start discovering my inner pearl right away." Old Joe laughed heartily. "That's the spirit, my boy. And here's a secret, you've already started. By helping me with the fishing nets, even when you thought you weren't doing it well, you were learning and growing. That's part of polishing your pearl." As they finished preparing for the day's fishing, Tommy looked at the nets with new eyes. He realized that even this simple task was teaching him patience and perseverance, valuable qualities that were part of his inner worth. From that day on, Tommy approached everything with a new attitude. He tried new things at school, helped his friends when they struggled, and even started a small club for other kids who wanted to discover their inner pearls. Weeks turned into months, and Tommy found himself changing. He was more confident, kinder, and always eager to learn. He might not have been the top of his class or the star athlete, but he had become someone his classmates looked up to, the boy who could always find something special in others. One evening, as Tommy and old Joe sat on the porch watching the sunset, Tommy said, "Grandpa, I think I'm starting to see my inner pearl. It's not just one thing, it's all the little things that make me who I am. My curiosity, my kindness, my willingness to help others, they're all part of my worth." Old Joe's eyes misted over with pride. "You've learned well, Tommy. You're absolutely right. Your worth isn't just one big shiny thing. It's all the small, beautiful parts of you coming together. And the best part is, your pearl will keep growing and changing throughout your life, becoming more and more valuable with each passing day." As the stars began to twinkle in the sky, Tommy realized that his journey of self-discovery was just beginning. But now, instead of feeling scared or unsure, he felt excited. He knew that inside him was a treasure waiting to be fully revealed, and he couldn't wait to see what it would become. And so, dear friends, remember Tommy's story when you feel unsure of your worth. You are like that plain-looking shell, maybe not flashy on the outside, but carrying a priceless treasure within. Your experiences, your kindness, your efforts to learn and grow, all of these are polishing your inner pearl, revealing the true value of your life. Never let anyone make you feel less valuable, and always be ready to see the worth in others. For in this great, wide world, each of us carries a unique and precious pearl, waiting to shine and make the world a brighter place. Moral of the story. The moral of the story, discover your true worth, can be summed up as follows. Number 1, everyone has inherent value. Just like the plain shell with a hidden pearl, every person has unique worth and potential inside them, regardless of outward appearances or initial impressions. Number 2, self-discovery is a journey. Finding your true worth is an ongoing process that involves trying new things, learning from experiences, and personal growth. Number 3, perseverance is key. Like polishing a pearl, developing your talents and character takes time and effort. Don't give up if you're not immediately good at something. Number 4, look beyond the surface. Both in yourself and others, there's often more than meets the eye. Take the time to discover the hidden qualities and talents. Number 5, your worth isn't determined by comparisons. Your value doesn't come from being the best at everything, but from your unique combination of qualities and experiences. Number 6, kindness and understanding are valuable. Recognizing worth in yourself and others is a special kind of wisdom that can positively impact the world. Number 7, growth is continuous. Your inner pearl keeps developing throughout life, becoming more valuable with each experience and challenge you face. The overarching message is that every person has intrinsic value and unique potential. By recognizing this in ourselves and others, and working to develop our talents and character, we can lead more fulfilling lives and contribute positively to the world around us. Thank you for joining us on Tommy's inspiring journey of self-discovery. If this story resonated with you and added value to your day, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and leave a comment below with your thoughts or your own experiences of discovering your true worth. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more uplifting stories and valuable lessons. Your support helps us continue to bring meaningful content to our community. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and inner growth together.